Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to more Xdefiant. It's been actually over a year since we played this game, and over the weekend we had a stress test, a server stress test that was a global stress test and the new build of the game. So we're going to jump in today. I'm going to show you the settings that I used because things have changed quite significantly. Should be good. Let's do it. It's so good to be back, finally back in Xdefiant, ladies and gentlefolk, but let me tell you, there is a bit of a learning curve when you first put up this game, and certainly I had put a couple of videos out from the last time I played this game on my settings and what I was using, and with this build of the game, that has completely changed, and I had to do a lot of tweaking to get things accurate and get my guns working the way I wanted, my gameplay working the way I wanted, and so expect that when you first boot up the game. Hopefully this is the final version of the game. That's what the people from Xdefiant are telling us. So once you get these settings buttoned in and optimized, you should be able to use them once the full version of the game comes out. But I'm going to give you what worked for me, and at least this will be a starting point for you when the game actually drops. This is a server test that is still in a kind of late beta stage, if you want to term it like that. So there are still some bugs in the game, but hopefully these settings will help you. So here we are in the settings menu, and there's not a lot I've changed with the game and UI. I did reduce my field of view down from 100 to 94. That is just a personal thing. That's what I play on in Call of Duty, and it just seems with the games that have this option, this is where I kind of land on that 94, 96 field of view, and it works for me. So it certainly made a difference. Apart from that, I haven't changed anything else in this this menu here. That's all bog standard, all default. So the only thing I've changed is this field of view number. Most of the changes I made was in the controller settings. Button layout is brawler, and that's basically tactical for Call of Duty. That's how I like to play. Everything else beyond down to aim assist follow is default, and then I changed my aim response curve type to standard from reverse S curve. That just wasn't working for me in this build, so I'm on standard aim response. Horizontal sensitivity is 44, vertical sensitivity 42. Now that is a personal preference. You'll find what works for you. And then in controller aim look sensitivity factor, I was at 0.6. I'm at 0.66 now. Seems to be working much better. This is default. Dead zone will very much depend on your controller. So I've got my left stick at 2, my right stick at 4. By default they will be set on 10 and 10. So you might want to just play around and see what works for you. And then the only other thing I've changed here is I've switched off my controller vibration. Make sure you do that. Again, that's just an old habit for Call of Duty. Nothing in audio. Video, the only thing I've changed is I've switched on the 120 Hz refresh rate, and if you're able to do that, I highly recommend you do that. Apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't changed anything else in my settings, and that's kind of got worked for me. As I said earlier, it is a bit of a learning curve when you first play this game to get things where you like them, so I highly recommend that you play around with your settings when you first play the game, just to find the kind of optimized area for you.